And now, words that may or may not contain wisdom with Adam Carriker.
If you watch Jaws backwards, it's about a shark who throws up so many people that they have to open a beach.
I guess that would be epic in 3D then, huh? Coming at you.
Kind of disgusting, too.
And on
Vomit
that,
in your face.
we welcome you to Fourth and Pain, the only pro wrestling show to be hosted by an NFL player and a weight loss champion. He's Redskins defensive end Adam Carriker.
Howdy.
I'm former wrestling announcer turned weight loss champion Chuck Carroll. This is Fourth and Pain, second down at that. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Fourth and Pain. Like us on Facebook and whatever else you do, Adam. We strongly encourage the people to have lunch with us each and every weekday, noon Eastern, fourthandpain.com. Guess what? Low calorie, high energy.
And we always do curls for the girls.
Holla. All right, so it is time to talk a little college football.
We're going to do something a little bit different here.
Yeah,
We're going to do the Bowl Mania Challenge. Essentially, we've missed the first 2 bowl games, but there are 33 remaining. So those 33 remaining bowl games, we're going to pick our winners, and we are going to attach confident points to those games. So, like, I'm extremely confident that Oklahoma State's going to beat Purdue, so I'm going to put 35 points there. I'm not so confident that Notre Dame's going to beat Alabama, so I'm going to put like 4 points there. You want to explain how they can do it online with us?
Absolutely.
Join us?
We're going to put a link up on fourthandpain.com right on the sidebar right there. It says Bowl Mania Challenge. You click on that. It'll take you to our Bowl Mania page on ESPN. You sign up. It's absolutely free. Hop in the Fourth and Pain League. Compete with us. And I do believe we have prizes for the winner.
T-shirts and wrestling DVDs. Maybe Daniel Bryan. I think we have a Randy Orton one as well.
We do. We have a number of things there.
We can see what you'd like to have. You need to have it in by Thursday, 8 p.m. You go to, well, you can tell them where to go.
Fourthandpain.com. The link will be right there. Sign up for the Bowl Mania Challenge. It'll take you to ESPN.com. And at ESPN.com, you can take care of all of the ranking and stuff. And let me tell you something. You might want to set aside a good 10 minutes to do this. It took me 15. You may be a more astute college football fan than yours truly. Certainly, you probably knocked this out rather quickly. You know everything about college football.
Actually, it took me a long time. I do my research.
Well, then I went with my gut, just like your
Nothing
coach,
wrong with
Mike
that.
Shanahan. But anyway, I mean, there are a good 33 games that you have to rank. And the cool thing, if you're not familiar with the Bowl Mania Challenge, as Adam was just saying, there are confidence points associated with this. So saying, okay, for me in particular, this is a game, the New Orleans Bowl, East Carolina versus Louisiana Lafayette, both teams with 8-4 records. I'm going to be perfectly honest and say I know nothing about either one of these squads. So knowing nothing about either one of these squads, I picked East Carolina to win. Why? Because I know a number of people that went there, but I know nothing about them, so I've only attached 4 confidence points to that.
Honestly, picking a winner isn't that hard. Assigning the confidence points is what's tough, because that's what you can. A lot of times I'll get more picks right, but I'm terrible at assigning confidence points, so I'll end up bottom in my pool. So that's the most important thing, and that's also the toughest thing to do.
Right, but so we have assigned the 4 confidence points to that game, but a game that I'm 100% sold on, that I know in my heart of hearts is going to be a win for Cincinnati, is the Belk Bowl going up against Duke. I've got Cincinnati all day over the Blue Devils, even though they've lost their coach. It's Duke football, okay? This is not basketball. Therefore, Cincinnati rolls. I've attached the highest possible confidence point total to that, 35. And so with you have to rank them. You get 1 through 35. We've already missed the first 2
So you start
games.
at number 3. It goes 3 through 35. Forget the 2 bowl games. You don't have 1 and 2 points. You start 3 through 35.
Right. And so you just kind of rank them in order of your confidence. You go down and so on and so forth until you get from 35 all the way down, in this case, to number 3.
By Thursday at 8 p.m. Do it sooner than that. Otherwise, you'll forget. And we're not going to discuss all 33 remaining bowl games. We're going to give our top 10 bowl games to watch in order from 10 to 1. Give our points, who we predict to be the winner, the points, our confidence points, and then we'll put our other 23 remaining picks and the confidence points online, and you will compete with us. And I feel like we should have a wager. I'm looking at your picks, and I'm thinking, wow, this is worse than when I beat you in the LeRoning Challenge.
Oh, Lord.
So here's the wager. You win. I have to get on Twitter, and I have to tweet anything you want.
Huh.
Anything you want.
Wow, that's a bold statement, my
I
friend.
get exactly down to the letter, down to the apostrophe, down to the period. I win. You have to do the same.
Does this include photos?
No photos this time. We've done photos.
Okay.
You know, we've done the
Text 'em.
Leroning. We've
Text
done all
'em.
that. I look like Goldberg in the middle of a baby oil shower. So, you know, let's just go with Twitter. It's a little unfair because I've got a few more followers. So if you win, if I win, we might have to do a little something else. But I think that's fair because I'm
Okay.
going to win. I'm looking at your picks like this is going to be a slaughter. So
I'm fairly see. I went with my gut, and I think that a lot of times when somebody puts an overt amount of thought into such things, comes up wrong. You've overthought it. But if you go with your gut, you say, "Hey, I really think
we'll see what
that
happens.
Oklahoma State's going to beat Purdue." Boom, you put that.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
So
to the letter, to the T. You have to tweet what I want and vice versa.
all right, what is your number 10? Your number 10.
Number 10 bowl game to watch. I've got the Holiday Bowl. Number 17 UCLA 9-4 versus Baylor at 7-5. Baylor won 3 games in a row versus 3 ranked teams: Kansas State, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. UCLA, great year. 2 close games. 1 close game. They lost to Stanford in the Pac-12 title game. They're a very good team. I see this being about 50-49. I do not have a lot of confidence points. I only asserted 9, and I have UCLA eking out a victory, and I'm not that confident, but I'm going to go with the Bruins.
Well, and just as a caveat, you don't need to pick the final score in the bowl challenge.
I'm just throwing that out there. There's going to be a lot of points is my point.
Again, he overthought. I'm going
Intellectual.
with UCLA 9-4 versus Baylor 7-5. Yes, UCLA coming off that loss. But like you, I'm not completely confident on that. I actually knew a little bit about this Baylor team. I knew a little bit about this UCLA team because these are both 2 squads that we've talked about on the show previously. So I've assigned 13 confidence points in this game, a relatively low number.
I mean, this may not be rankings-wise one of the more intriguing games, but I guarantee it's going to be one of the more exciting bowl games.
This is bothering me. I'm sorry.
What's
You've
bothering
got
you?
a big
hair?
hair on your.
Are you shedding on my mic?
I believe that this is leftovers from your Santa costume, my friend.
I think you're shedding on my mic. I just hope it's from your head.
That long.
I just hope it's from your head.
That's right. I do use Rogaine. Your number 9 bowl.
We have the Outback Bowl. Number 11, South Carolina versus number 19, Michigan. I actually am pretty confident in this game. South Carolina's 10-2, Michigan's 8-4. SEC Big Ten. I'm going with Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina all the way. I've assigned 20 confidence points to this because I wanted to go a little bit higher, Adam, but those 2 losses that SC has, I mean, they've been rather not good.
Well, and Michigan does, they've got Denard Robinson. They've got playmakers. They can win this game. But you got 2 more losses in a conference that's not as good. I got to go with the South Carolina Gamecocks.
All right, who's next?
The number 8 bowl game to watch is number 9 LSU versus number 14 Clemson in the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
The Chick-fil-A Bowl. Everybody's getting chicken. This one I've assigned 19 points to. I've got LSU over Clemson. Both 10-2 squads.
I looked at the spreads. That's something that you can do that'll help you out. Look at the Vegas odds. And it was only like 3 or 4 points. And I'm surprised because Clemson got blown out by West Virginia last year in the Orange Bowl. They couldn't even beat South Carolina at home, and that's all they were talking about was beating them for the first time in 5 years. I just feel like LSU, the SEC, as annoying as this is probably better than the ACC, and, they're probably going to win this one too.
Annoying is right.
And I got 23 points.
What's next?
Let's go. The Cotton Bowl, A&M, Oklahoma, going to be another 50-49 game. I can't wait to watch this game. Going to be close. And I actually reached a little bit on points with this one. I got A&M with 18.
A&M with 18. Okay, this is one that I'm not very confident in. I think that it really could go either way. You've got Johnny Football there, Johnny Manziel, Mr. Heisman, going up against a tough Oklahoma squad, but one that, who beat them in Norman. Notre Dame. Just saying.
They did.
Yeah.
They spanked them pretty good.
But in this case, I've got Texas A&M, but I've only assigned 11 confidence points to this one because I'm on the fence very much. Just wouldn't be surprised if Texas A&M gets the win. Who's next?
And honestly, real quickly, in that one, Johnny Manziel is the reason I asserted some more points there.
Okay.
Just the old Heisman winner there. I hope the Heisman curse doesn't come back to bite me, though. Number 6, I've got by far the best non-BCS bowl game to watch because it's going to be the upset of the bowl season.
The Fight Hunger Bowl.
Close. The Nebraska Cornhuskers, number 23 versus number 6 Georgia. Georgia's like an uber 150-point favorite. They're overconfident. They're overrated. Nebraska's just going to smash them in the mouth, and they're going to beat them.
The Capital One Bowl, January 1st, 1 p.m. You got to love the fact that your team is playing at a traditional bowl time on a traditional bowl day.
I do love it. I'm so confident in this game that I asserted 3 points.
3. Wow.
It's only because I couldn't put 1 or 2 because we missed the first 2 games.
And hypothetically, Adam, Had you wanted to assign more confidence points, would you have then gone with the Georgia Bulldogs?
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. We're doing a family pool, and almost everybody in this pool is from Nebraska. Only 3 out of the 10 people. I sent out a mass email, called them all traitors and Benedict Arnolds. Only 3 of us picked Nebraska, you traitors.
Well,
no, I would pick Nebraska all
Yeah,
the way.
Philip Daniels this would have been his 35-point game for
Oh,
sure.
I guarantee it is. He's running his mouth.
For me,
Go Dogs.
I'm going Georgia at Jordan. So Georgia with 23 there. You like that, Georgia at Jordan?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
thank
that.
you.
I thought you just messed up, but I like it.
Nah, who's next?
The Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
We got
Okay.
number 8, Stanford. Unranked, Wisconsin.
Oh, this one was
At 8-5.
very high up my scale. 26 confidence points, Stanford all day.
This is not going to be it's going to be the Rose Bowl, so it's going to be interesting because of that. But it's going to be a lot of running. There's not going to be a ton of big plays. There's going to be a lot of defense. If you like smash mouth, boring defense style football, you're going to love this game. But everyone else is going to find it boring. It's going to be a close, low scoring Stanford win, and I have got 29 points on it.
All right, quick. We're running out of time. We're in our final minute. What other games do we have?
We got the Sugar Bowl. Florida's going to trounce Louisville. Got 33 points. Orange Bowl. Northern Illinois. I put this as one of the more exciting games because if Northern Illinois wins, it would just be awesome. But it's not going to happen. Florida State's going to crush with 34 confidence points. Fiesta Bowl. Oregon and K-State. The best non-national title game to watch. Everyone's calling for Oregon to kill Kansas State. Not going to happen. They are going to win, but they're not going to kill them. I do have a lot of points, though, however, 25, just because everyone kept saying they were going to kill them. And now we're getting to the national championship, which I'm sure you've got a lot to say about.
The national championship game, Notre Dame going up against Alabama. This is one absolutely hands down the Irish win this one. And I'm so confident on this. I'm so confident.
Hands down.
That I've ranked it in the middle of the pack. Just like, well, I'm a little more confident about the Irish than you are with Nebraska. I've got this Irish victory coming in at number, where are they now? They're at the...
You said like 18.
18.
Yeah,
The big 1-8.
18 before the show. You know, I don't think Alabama's as good as they were last year. I don't think they're that good. Anytime they played somebody good this year, they should have lost or they got trounced and somehow came out with the win. Well, not trounced, but kind of owned in the stat sheet. I'm going to go with Notre Dame in a very close, hard-fought, low-scoring victory, and I've assigned a total of 4 points. Not that confident, but I'm picking them nonetheless.
Wow, 4 points.
It's because I couldn't go with 2. I wanted to go Nebraska, 1 Notre Dame 2, but I couldn't.
All right. Well, you guys make sure that you get your picks on with us. Go to fourthandpaint.com, grab the link, sign up, take part in the Bowl Mania Challenge. And by God, there will be prizes for the winner. It's absolutely free to play. We just want your participation. That's all we ask.
Join in. Get your friends. Get your girlfriends. Make friends. Get them to do it.
Got to get it in by Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Let's do it.
And
Prizes to the winner.
On that note, we here are fresh out of time. Thanks so very much for believing in our weirdness. I'm Chuck Carroll.
I'm Adam Carriker. I have way bigger arms than he does. Peace out, Fourth and Painters.